Hi, this is Kim with Paranormally Yours, and today's book review is on Vision Impossible, which is book 9 from the Psychic Eye Mystery by Victoria Laurie. And in this book, Abby Cooper goes on a mission with the CIA in another country with Dutch. They approach her after the last book, at the end of the last book, because at the end of the last book, she was a consultant for the FBI, and she went in and they had her doing audits on their old cold cases, and she, of course, she solved a bunch of them like right off the bat. So they, the right people saw that, and they wanted her to do something a little bit more, on the dangerous side. So she accepted, but reluctantly, after she heard what they had to say, which wasn't very much. She wasn't going to do it, but Dutch was still going to do it, and she was scared for him to go by himself. So she went ahead and went. The mission was to retrieve some information on a device that was stolen from the U.S., and in order to do that, they were going to have to go undercover as posing as bad people to get into the right crowd of bad people to, you know, get close enough to who the type of people that would have stolen something like this. So it gets really funny. There's a lot of humorous parts in this book, despite the fact that they're on a serious, really scary mission. Dutch has to go undercover as this bad guy who is known to beat his girlfriends. So Abby is partnered with him as one of his girlfriends, which the man is also known to only date bimbos, like really stupid but sexy women. So Abby has to disguise herself as a blonde bimbo. And that was pretty funny. She messed it up right away, and then had to change her cover story to she was his assistant, and then that became into his business partner. So they got away with the transition of it, only because of Abby's abilities to guide her through tough spots. So there were a lot of scary moments for Abby in this book, like life and death scary moments. She went through a lot of shit physically. And I don't know how she held it together. I honestly don't, for as, I don't want to say weak, but she's not used to this type of violence or criminal activity, so for her to be able to hold it together and get through it without falling apart was just amazing. And Dutch was, you know, he kind of got into his own thing and had to work himself out of it. So there came a point where they didn't have much contact with each other anymore. So she was kind of driving half blind. The CIA agents, I guess, that they were sent to get them going on the mission, you know, where they taught them how to do things and whatnot, so that they can get through this without dying. They made a new friend, kind of like how they made friends with the head of the FBI. They made a friend in the CIA, which was really nice. But again, the beginning of the relationship was really rocky. I mean, he was a big douche. But like somebody said, there always has to be a douche in the story. Right? Right. Okay, so he was the big douche of the day. Until the end of the book. And then he wasn't a douche anymore. But I really liked it. I really liked the change of pace, the fact that it wasn't, Abby was taken out of her element and put in a totally new, different situation she had never been in before. and she handled it really well. And it was a nice change of pace from the series, you know, with Abby being just local, and with Candace. Candace wasn't in this book at all. It was all Dutch and Abby. So I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 fangs. I highly recommend it. I listened to the audiobook. The narrator, Elizabeth Michaels, she is the same narrator for the other books in the series. So she's, you know, been in this series from the beginning. I really enjoy her voice. I'm running out of things to say about narrators in really long series, because this is book 9, so I've had to review the same narrator for every single book. She's great. I love her. She is the voice of Abby. I would not want to hear anyone else. And I love her. I love her. I will put links below for you to follow Abby, to follow Victoria, to follow Elizabeth. And if you like my videos, please subscribe. Please, please, please. And follow me too. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.